Come here, woman. Come here, woman. You that lazy that you want. What's with my black t-shirt on anyway? My black t-shirt. What's up with my clothes on when you come here? You not hungry? Huh?
San Antonio, Texas, and the Alamo Dome. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the USF Bulls and the UTSA Roadrunners. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. And the Bulls ready to kick it away first. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Roadrunners offense will take the field first. And onto the field comes Owen McCown. Threw for more than 400 yards and a couple of touchdowns in his last outing.
Well, the biggest reason why this team has an opportunity to reach the college football playoff and one of the non-Power 4 teams to do so is because of the play of this quarterback. And what a game he had the last time out. It was just so dialed in. Good decision-making. I was so impressed with his rhythm and his timing, David.
Makes the grab in their space. Smashes ahead. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a...
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. The sure hands, it's Rodgers. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Man, I think they're going to look back on this one, guys, just with frustration. Just an opportunity missed. Your defense did the best thing they could do. Starting the game, forcing a turnover. Now you get the ball, and you give it right back. So the momentum...
Got some room to run. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
That's caught. It's Campbell. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He wants to throw it again. Bringing the heat. Hard running there. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Back to throw, it's McCown. On the move, he fires. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Finds his way inside the 25-yard line. He's got enough for the first down. Mark it at the 24. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Looking for space. It's Collins. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Now they're going to throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. The Bulls use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Caught. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, South Florida!
And we got something different, guys, here in the second quarter. We got points, right? No points in the first quarter. Both defenses had their footing. Now, offense finally strikes. Gets something going. Gets down here on the fringe, too, inside the 30. Capitalizes on it. Gets a touchdown. And we got our first score of the football game.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. They'll go to the counter. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's McCown. Finds his tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Picked off. Takes it the other. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Now the play fake. Caught. That's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Gets rid of it. Plucks it out of the air. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. The Bulls will call on their punt team. They'll field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at him. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. To the air, it's McCown. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Tons of room in the middle. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the...
Caught, and he's got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now,
and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Roadrunner.
you know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. This USF offense will open this drive right here. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air. It's Van Buren. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. quickly out to the tight end. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive results in a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with South Alabama taking on the Arkansas State Red Wolves. And it's the Jaguars sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And this team is starting to put it together 2 in a row following that 1-2 start. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside Conference USA. Back now to your game inside the Alamo Dome. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Roadrunners will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Checking in with the USF head coach at the half, he said this team is going to take this opening kickoff for the second half and get some momentum, something they've been struggling with because of those early turnovers. He said if we can just hang on to the ball, we can continue to make some noise, but it all starts now. I'll keep you posted on how things are going here on the sidelines after this. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Third and 6 yards to go. He might might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. This offense has it with really good field position. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And it's the Roadrunners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On the move. Oh, he didn't get past a marker before starting his slide, and now it's fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job of that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The run inside. It's Collins. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Open on the left side, it's Smith. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Sullivan. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Odom. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack. Oh, they're after him. Buying some time.
short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Well, that time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
They'll go right back to the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USF.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Looking to the big tight end. The short hands, it's Campbell. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Roadrunners come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, down on the USF sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and they're
Turning it on. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. The 10. And he scores. Touchdown Bulls. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Back to throw, it's McCown. Here's a heat, and down he goes.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. Bounced off his feet.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And it's the Roadrunners line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. As this offense tries to drain the clock, take the play clock down to a fraction of a second. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And how about this?
And it's blocked. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again.
Ernie on the Jets. Inside the 30. The touchdown, Roadrunners. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on it and more attention to it.
And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, a minute 55 remaining.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented, nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it for us here. For David...